Hi. If you've watched us here at the Perfect Franchise Podcast, you know that we like to end our interviews asking our guests a couple of rapid fire questions. In this video, we've compiled answers from most of our guests to one of those rapid fire questions. Enjoy. What do you say to a person who they've taken the plunge? They're in their first year of business, first year of a franchise, again, whatever business it is, but they're in the thick of it. What would you tell that person?
I would say find a way to recognize that you're always going to have that nervousness that you have no matter how big your business is. I think like enjoying the uncomfortableness is my like being grateful. Like the day that your truck breaks down and you're laughing with your GM that like somehow you got to the job on time, like you will. Now it doesn't seem like it, but you'll look back and those will be like the good old days. So just enjoy that because no matter what, it's going to kind of suck in the beginning anyway. You might as well like kind of enjoy the process because eventually you're going to have a big business and people are not going to be like this, this little tiny community where everyone like my original team, thankfully we're all together as a company, and we've maintained this kind of startup culture.
Don't give up. It gets way easier. Don't give up. The first year is tough. Your first 6 months, you question everything. Why did I do this? I'm sure the finance guys listen to me. They're like, why did I leave crunching numbers? But it gets so much easier. And um, just because of the world we live in, everybody expects things to happen just like this. It takes time to build a business, franchise, or doing something on your own.
Keep going. No matter how good you're doing in year one, you got to keep pushing. You're pushing a snowball up a hill, and you're constantly pushing it. You're getting into the first couple weeks, getting through year one. Year one's always the hardest in any business. Don't envy or not. So whatever business you're in, just keep pushing. And it might feel like the end is never in sight of you're never going to hit your goals, but I can guarantee you it will come at some point. That might be in month 3. We see that, and people hit their goals extremely quickly, and that's awesome. And they grow and they expand and they add 2, 3, 4. I've seen 4 trailers added in the course of 2 months, actually. So it's really cool to watch that success. It's just as rewarding, though, to watch those that maybe had a slower start in year one or even year 2 into year 3, and then they really start realizing success.
I think you need to lean into your support structure within a franchise network. Especially if you've never been in business before, a franchise done right is just a training and support organization. That's what they should be. That's hopefully what they're offering for you. But most of us have learned that people don't want advice until they ask for it. And so most franchisors are not going to push the help on you. They're not going to call you out of the blue and say, hey, I know how to help and make this better, until you raise your hand and say, I'm coachable. That's certainly how we work here. If you tell me you're coachable, I'll move any mountain, any distance. But if you don't raise your hand and let us know that you're listening or willing to listen, I'm going to spend my time on the ones that have. And when you're early, like lean into that. Let go of your pride. I find pride is such a deterioration of what could be if you don't ask for help, if you don't say, I don't even know what I need, I just want to get better.
I would say trust the systems and the processes that the franchisor has put in place. I share a book with all of my franchisees as soon as they sign up. It's called Profitable Partnerships. I'm a big believer in it. And it basically lays the groundwork for the mentality of being a business owner, specifically a franchisee. And it lets people know exactly the mentality of what is to come. And they're going to test the system. They're going to try the system. But eventually, at the end of the day, they're going to realize the process and systems that are put in place are best.
I don't know if you can see my hand, right? Like if somebody's just listening to it, like a
Yeah.
curve, right? You go down, down, down. You're in the pits of despair. Everything sucks. You're mad. You're angry. You're angry at everybody. Franchisor sucks. This sucks. And you quit here. That's when, and there's all this research talking about how that's where people quit. It's so sad, right? It's right around the corner. Right around the corner is where success is. And we see it all the time. We get the phone call. Man, this sucks. Maybe I had to make the right decision. But you just got to keep going.
Napoleon Hill wrote a book back in 1937 that still has wonderful fundamental principles. It's called Think and Grow Rich. And one of those concepts is 3 feet from gold. Just don't give up. You know, you're this close. You just don't know. And the story he tells in there is it's pretty sad for the person that bailed, and pretty good for the people that came in and took a couple more whacks of the pick and they found the stream of gold. So you never know how close you are. Fight hard for your dream. Fight hard for it. Persevere. Get out of bed and do it.